I'm your host, PJ, and thank you for joining us here on another edition of Hawaii Sports Update. And I am glad to say that I'm here today with my good friend, Mr. Aldo Caveirinha, very strong Jiu-Jitsu man in his own right, fourth degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm also glad to say that he is here with his daughter, Yasmin. And Aldo, would you introduce her, please?
Yes, for me, a pleasure one more time coming here with you guys. Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely.
And today is special because I bring my daughter, right? But do you know why I bring my daughter, right? Because she can translate it for me if I have a difficulty with speaking English. Yeah. Introduce yourself, Yasmin.
Hi, my name is Yasmin, and it's a pleasure being my dad's daughter, I guess, and it's also a pleasure coming here. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us, Yasmin. And I seen that lovely picture on Father's Day, and you guys out there, Yasmin is dangerous in her own right.
Yeah.
So don't mess around, okay? And you know, I'm glad to announce that, you know, Caveirinha is going to be one of my celebrities for my golf tournament, the first annual PJ Sports Radio Show golf tournament. And,
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank
yes,
you so much.
We're going to have a good time, and it's for a good cause, and we'll
I'll
talk
be there
about
for
that.
sure.
Absolutely. But now, Caveirinha, tell us about your academy, the idea that you had when you started it, and how long Caveirinha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has been in Hawaii.
Yeah, so my school now is growing every day more, you know. People love my knowledge, you know, my work there, you know. And we started here 5 years ago.
Okay.
When I started my Caveirinha Jiu-Jitsu school in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you opened the first one affiliate in Hawaii. Is Kapolei, Caveirinha Jiu-Jitsu Kapolei.
Okay.
Yeah, you open the first one affiliate here. And you have a plan for open one more in the Kailua soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then...
That's my goal.
And it's going to be three?
Three, yeah.
Three altogether.
Three schools, yes.
And tell them where your current school is at.
The school...
Aonde nossa escola, quando a gente treina, aonde que é?
My school right now is a Kakaako.
Kakaako, yeah.
Yes, a Kakaako is a headquarters over there, right?
Right.
Kakaako and the affiliate is a Kapolei.
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, now, how long has Yasmin been training Jiu-Jitsu?
She training, I think, well, she started training in Brazil, all right, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
She's 10 years old now, but other time she stopped a little bit, back forth.
Uh-huh.
But she trained for a long time, you know. She started training, she made 3 years old, 4 years old. Yeah. But she
Okay.
started training first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Yasmin, you know, with your dad being, you know, the legendary Caveirinha, does that put just a little bit of pressure on you, or do you just have fun with that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
I have fun with it. I like to enjoy that my dad is here, and if anything is going to happen, my dad is going to be there always for me. And
Right.
I just sometimes not really feel pressured, but the excitement builds up, and then I just do, like, you know, I get crazy.
Oh.
Jiu-Jitsu, yeah.
Oh, there you go. So the leaf doesn't fall too far from the tree, right?
Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't.
Okay. Now, you know, tell everybody what Jiu-Jitsu means to you, because Jiu-Jitsu is not just, you know, people think, oh, it's, you know, this and that, but it's a lifestyle. It is, you know, so tell us what that means to you, Yasmin.
For me, it saves lives because, as you all know, diabetes is a leading killer right now, and it just saves lives, I guess. You go in there, you have a family waiting for you, helping you. They're there for you. It's not just you go in there and beat everyone up. That's not Jiu-Jitsu. It's
Absolutely.
a family. We build up together, and we have fun with it, yes.
That's good, right? And see, and that's what I try to, you know, let people know that Jiu-Jitsu it's a lifestyle. You know, of course, you know, if somebody has to, you know, get out of hand, well then of course, you know, then we're always going to protect our family no matter what. but it's not just the combat sport that people think. It's such a lifestyle, and that's what I really want people to know, that somebody so dangerous is also so humble,
Yeah.
and you know, very respectful in the community.
Yeah.
And you know, we appreciate that. And of course, your daughter is very, very intelligent.
Yeah, she's
and,
very smart,
And you know, just the cause for her bringing up stuff like diabetes is just lets me know how much of a family that the Jiu-Jitsu really is, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, your style of Jiu-Jitsu, you know, when somebody says that, you know, that's Caveirinha, you know, what is your style?
When they say like a Caveirinha style, you know, all the time. I mean, I'm a very humble guy, you know, I'm
Absolutely.
very nice guy, but of course when I go inside the mat, I change a lot, you know.
Right.
People ask me, oh man, how you change like that, blah blah blah. But that's who I am. I love that. You know? I love be very nice guy when I hang out with my friends, when I go teach the class, when I train with my guys, all right. But when I go fight the tournament, people knows
Right.
they have a challenge.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely. Now you are still active in tournaments,
Yes.
and you still compete, right?
Yes.
Now, tell us a little bit about your latest travels. Of course, I follow you on Facebook, and I'm always rooting for you,
Oh,
and you
thank
know
you.
that. And
Thank you.
you know, I'm just blessed that you still keep in contact with us when
Yes.
you're not in Hawaii, and that's what a true friend is.
Yes, 40 days ago, I went to Brazil for visit my family and seminar with my Caveirinha Jiu-Jistsu Brazil. And I compete there too, Rio de Janeiro Open. It's a tough tournament, all right? Of course, in Brazil all the time is a tough tournament, all right?
Rio, that's,
Yeah, I get third place gi and second place no gi, but that's amazing, you know, because all the time I learn. All the time I learn a lot, you know?
Right.
And then I swim back to Hawaii. I start training very hard again. I train 4 weeks now. And then I go compete. I go fly out tonight. I go to Vegas.
Okay.
Because I go fight next Friday and Saturday at 10 and 11. It's a American Nationals.
Oh, okay.
And then I go try gi and no gi.
Oh, okay.
I hope I bring 2 gold medals for Hawaii. Hawaiian
right,
people.
yes.
I fight for Hawaii. I
Yes.
love that.
And we will be following you on the PJ Sport, on Hawaii Sports Update too. And, you know, just make sure that, you know, you post it and keep in contact with us so we can let your fans out here know
of course, yeah,
exactly
of course.
what's going on with you. All right?
I love that.
Okay. Now, but besides Brazil, where else have you traveled in? And, you know, where have you fought? And besides Brazil, what's your favorite place to fight?
Oh man, I love fighting Rio de Janeiro because Rio is I think there's a jiu-jitsu come from strong, you know?
Right,
Because in Rio, I respect São Paulo, I respect Belo Horizonte, you know, but I think Rio have a tough guys in the world. I think it's a Rio de Janeiro city. Yeah, I love competing all the time.
Okay. Now, Yasmin, you know, with your father being gone, I know you probably get to travel with him sometime, but you have school and stuff. You know, how is it when your dad's away sometimes?
Well, it's kind of hard having to sleep without someone snoring. but I get used to it. But when I didn't get used to it, when I was kind of like a baby, I would kind of like miss my dad because, you know, you have to have that really close connection with your dad.
Absolutely.
And you have to build up a really nice relationship. But in Jiu-Jitsu, it not only, you know, builds your self-defense, but it also builds a friendship with everyone that you meet, and especially my dad.
Okay, okay. And so you now that you're a little bit grown up, you miss him as much as when you were little?
Yes, I do.
Even more, huh?
Yes.
All right. That's because you know how much your dad, you know, he appreciates it.
I
You
actually
appreciate him.
cried this morning because I found out that he was going to leave tonight. And then I'm like,
Oh.
you shouldn't leave tonight. Maybe you can leave tomorrow. And he's like, no. And we're going to waste money for no reason.
See, there you go. That's lovely, man.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to tweet Caveirinha or Yasmin, you know, you can tweet on at ThinkTech HI. We are taking live tweets on the air, and you know, chime in and ask Caveirinha a question, and you know, find out about his travels and where Caveirinha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, if somebody wanted to sign up, you know, tell about your website and stuff like that. You have a website?
Yeah, people can check by cgf.com. Now you guys have all information there, schedule, everything's how can sign, how can make everything. They can check my Facebook, everything.
Okay, Facebook,
yeah,
website?
Facebook, website, everything.
Okay, you have a .com?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know.
cjjfamily.com.
Okay, cjjfamily.com,
Yeah,
there you go.
cjjfamily.com.
Okay, well, we're going to go on a commercial break right now. When we come back, we're going to have a couple of your students in here and talk story with them and let them find out what, you know, how big of a family the Caveirinha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu family is.
Thank you, guys.
Yasmin, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's just a blessing to just see, you know, the fruits of labor, and you're going to be a very successful girl, and always remember that.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back on the other side. Hawaii Sports Update.
Aloha, I'm Kili'i Akina, president of the Grassroot Institute and host on Ehana Kako, a weekly program on the ThinkTech Hawaii broadcast network. Ehana Kako means let's work together. Think of the sad alternative, let's not work together. Here in Hawaii, with all of our diversity and the richness of the people, it's important for us to come together around issues on the basis of what's right and what's good and what's going to serve the common good. And that's what we try to do at Ehana Kako. Every week, we interview movers and shakers, people in government, business, and other sectors of society to talk about how to create together a better government, economy, a better world here in Hawaii that can bless the rest of the world. I thank you for your attention to ThinkTech Hawaii, and we look forward to seeing you every Monday, 2 to 3 p.m. on the ThinkTech Hawaii broadcast network. We're Ehana Kako, and we wish you well. Aloha.
Aloha, my name is Miley Scarpino and I'm the host of the Empower Hour. If you're interested in health, nutrition, fitness, here on the island of Oahu, want to learn more about places to train at or different trainers available, then watch my show on Fridays at 3. We have a great time and I hope that you'll come join us. Much aloha, now go get swole!
Aloha, my name is Josh Green. I'm a senator from the Big Island. I work in the ER there. But on Tuesday afternoons, I get to come and spend 45 minutes to an hour with Jay Fidel and the ThinkTech staff. They're terrific professionals. They help us to bring some of the leading cutting-edge topics here across our state to you. So you can join us at our show on healthcare in Hawaii to talk with leaders from across all the spectrum of health in our state, or you can join us for any other show where we talk about economic development or tourism or some really eclectic programs too. So really, we'd love to see you here on our show. Thanks for joining us and thanks for supporting us.
Hi, aloha. My name is Chris Leatham, and I host a show called The Economy and You. The show plays every Wednesday at noon. And on my show, I bring on guests who are interested or working in the technology space. And so I'd like you to come and watch the show and learn with me about all the sort of exciting things that we're doing in Hawaii to build and grow our economy ecosystem. So I'd like to say aloha, and I look forward to seeing you on the show. Thank you.
Hi, I'm your host on ThinkTech Asia, Bill Sharp. I look forward to you joining us each Monday between 4 and 5 o'clock when we film right here in our studio in downtown Honolulu. The show, ThinkTech Asia, focuses on contemporary events in Asia. And by Asia, we mean anything from Hawaii, south to Australia and New Zealand, west to Pakistan, and as far north as the Russian Far East. Clearly, this is one of the most economically dynamic centers of the world, and we bring you up to date on what's going on in a whole host of countries in this very vital region. We look forward to seeing you. Aloha.
Ted Ralston, folks, host of our show at ThinkTech Hawaii called Where the Road Leads, where we talk about technology influencing the future of Hawaii. Technology, of course, is the art of solving problems. We always bring in interesting and informed guests who can see from different perspectives and different points of view how that future might unfold and how technology can assist us in getting there. So once again, join us 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Fridays. Ted Ralston, your host. And please, if you have ideas that you'd like us to address on this show, or folks who you think should be on it, let us know.
Aloha, Yappers. This is your host, Kingsley, for the Yap Show. Every Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch us here live, ThinkTech Hawaii, and then later on, we upload to our YouTube channel. We talk about youth issues, policies, youth programs, and how to transition yourself into adulthood.
But this was like a sign, I guess. Hey, life's like, hey, right. Now's your chance to go back to school, which I'm doing.
Catch us here again live, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Aloha.
Welcome back to Hawaii Sports Update, and have a little bit of change of scenery now. Caveirinha's beautiful young daughter Yasmin has left the stage, and in comes Bryce Davis and George Gomez. And first, Bryce, you know, how long have you been training with Caveirinha Jiu-Jitsu, and tell everybody what it means as a family, not just the way to protect yourself, but you know, the whole family aspect of Caveirinha Jiu-Jitsu.
I've been training with Cav since he came to Hawaii, and I trained before that. I've been training probably about 8 years now.
Okay.
And it's good. All my kids train. All my 3 older boys train.
Okay.
You know, pretty much my whole family trains. So I like the atmosphere. Everybody's cool.
Okay.
It's a great place to train, and you really get close to the people and become more than friends. You know, Cav's like a brother to me. You know, so it's pretty amazing, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what has that brought to your family, and then your extended family? I mean, you know, that's really important, especially, you know, on the culture of this island and everything like that. Family is so tight. Just what does that mean to you?
I mean, at least for me, it's brought structure to my life, especially more now that I train with Cav. Before, it was kind of I wasn't really serious about training. It was kind of just whatever. And then when Cav came, I really got serious, and it brought a lot of structure to my life. Jiu-Jitsu, it's not just on the mat, it's everything. Especially like my kids, you know, I have a 7-year-old, 6-year-old, and 3-year-old boys, and they train, and I noticed the difference in school. I noticed the difference in life. They're just way more disciplined, so it's pretty amazing.
Absolutely, and see, people get it mixed up. That's what's important. It not only brings discipline to you, okay, and then you are able to pass that along to your sons,
yeah.
And your sons are going to pass that along to their friends, and you know, and that just makes the world a beautiful place, man.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
amazing. I enjoy it. My kids enjoy it, and you know, my wife's going to come back to training, so it's going to be really fun.
It's a family affair, man.
Yep.
All right. Now, Mr. Octopus, George Gomez, Caveirinha has told me that you are going to be traveling with him
Yes.
to go compete. So first, you know, tell us about, you know, the family atmosphere and what Caveirinha Jiu-Jitsu has brought to you, and then tell us a little bit about how you're going to get ready to go compete.
For sure. I moved here probably 8 years ago now from Kauai,
Okay.
and I was a purple belt when I left Kauai, and I was kind of not feeling it anymore. The jiu-jitsu, my jiu-jitsu is kind of falling down. I was getting into a little more different kind of things, rock climbing and stuff like that.
Right.
But I met Caveirinha, and he basically saved my jiu-jitsu. You know, he got me back into it. I loved his style, and I just needed that extra push from him to continue along my journey. And you know, I'm very glad and blessed for this day that I did meet him and able to, you know, take my jiu-jitsu to the next level.
Okay. Okay. Now, but before we get into you know, the tournament coming up, you know, this is sort of for both of you guys. You know, I played baseball, and you always remember that certain coach who got you to that next level. And obviously, you know, you guys have that same kind of relationship.
Absolutely.
I mean, you both shared your stories. Now, what is it about this man that you know, humbly pushes you guys to that next level?
It's even more than the jiu-jitsu itself. You know, it's him, his personality, his love for his students, his family. You know, it's the passion that he carries with the jiu-jitsu that comes along with it. You know.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
I think for me, it's where he came from. I mean, he started with the toughest guys, you know, in jiu-jitsu. you know.
Yeah, the
who's who.
Gracie's, right.
Yeah, I mean, it
Right.
was Henzo and Half and Jean-Jacques Machado and Nino Chambry, and these guys they're world class, you know, and
Right.
that's real jiu-jitsu, and it's not watered down, it's straight from the source, you know, so
Absolutely.
that's for me what it is, you know. I know exactly what I'm getting. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, now back to you, George. You know, you can tell us why they call you the Octopus, first of all. As a jiu-jitsu guy, that would be like the most awesomest nickname to have. You know, I mean, that's just like being the home run king in baseball or something, man. But you know, you can tell us how you got the nickname, and then you know, tell us how, you know, from the stages of training to competing, and the mentality that you have to do to compete at such a high level.
Well, the nickname, I guess, just came from my style I have. A lot of people say they feel like I have like 8 arms or 8 legs, you know. My 2 hands will be over here, my foot come here.
His feet are like arms.
So,
there you go.
That's where that came from.
Yeah.
But, and as the tournament-wise,
Yeah.
going to compete in American Nationals with Professor Cavs is going to be amazing trip. It's going to be fun. It's probably be my biggest, hardest division I've competed at black belt level so far.
Okay.
We got some really world-class jiu-jitsu competitors in that bracket. So
Okay.
I've been pushing hard, training a lot.
All right.
Cav's been helping me out and stuff. So
Yes. Yeah.
Ready.
So I mean, like, how do you do to prepare for that? Like, is it you have to watch your diet? I mean, do you train year round? You know, super hard, or when you know you're going to a tournament, you just specify some things and work on certain things?
Yeah,
Okay.
both. I kind of like to year-round keep a healthy diet as you know, just the time goes on.
And that's part of the lifestyle, right?
Right, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
But as it gets closer to the tournaments, I step it up a little more, you know, try to not so much sweet food and stuff like that, you know. But weight-wise, I'm always under my weight anyway, so that's good. I don't have to ever have to cut weight,
Right.
so
You
that's
gotta
a
beef
good
up, huh?
thing. I see all these guys struggling, can't
Oh,
eat
yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
so I just
That's an actual advantage, man. You know,
Yeah.
People take that for granted. You know, who don't really know the business too much. But when you have to cut so much weight and fluctuate like that, it can
it's rough.
take some strength
For
from
sure.
you. But that's good that you only have to weigh up.
Yeah.
Man. That's,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a big advantage, man.
Yeah.
Right on. So when is the tournament? And you guys are taking off tonight. And when are you going to start competing? And when are you going to start competing?
Well, the tournament is Friday, Saturday, so the 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
Not too sure. We didn't get our brackets yet out, so I don't know if we're competing on the 10th or the 11th. But most likely, Professor will be doing both days, right?
Yeah.
10th and 11th, because he'll be doing the gi and no gi as well.
Okay. And
in
you,
both divisions.
And what are you
I'm
performing in?
probably just going to be competing in the gi
The gi
division.
competing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while for the no gi, so might have maybe next one.
Now, for you, I know last show Caveirinha told us the difference between a gi and no gi. Now, what is that difference for you between gi and no gi? Just some of the little subtleties that people in the game would know.
No gi, a lot more movement, a lot more fluidity. You know, you get to move a lot more. You get to experience different positions. You know, there's not so much holding you can do. So
Right.
it's a little cardio almost has to be a little better for the no gi as well.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And now Caveirinha, you know, two you know, well-respected students here. You know, I could just tell by conversation just the knowledge that you brought to them, not only through jiu-jitsu, but, you know, through the lifestyle. You know, when you have students like this, you know, how good does that make you feel?
Oh man, I feel very good, you know, because I know this guy is like a Bryce. He have a lot of sacrifice for training, you know, like he wake up like at 5 a.m., you know, he bring the kids, he drop off the kids at school, and after that he go work, he go training, pick up the kids again, bring the kids for training, you know what I mean? He's a busy guy, you know. He have a busy day too, you know, and I respect a lot, you know.
Absolutely.
Few guys say, oh man, Bryce, he don't compete this tournament, this and that. I say, guys, you have a challenge every day, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Jordan too, you know, he work a lot. He don't have time for compete like every weekend, you know, but
Right.
all the time when he have a time, he try his best for compete, and he's a black belt under me. You know, for my opinion, Jordan Gomez is the best guy in Hawaii now, his division, right? I mean?
Absolutely.
He all the time he go fight IBJJF tournaments, and he plays there, you know. When you guys get medals in the IBJJF tournament,
Right.
because they have a good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
High level.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guys just compete in small tournaments, it's more easy, right? Forget the medal, right?
Right.
But I respect these guys a lot, you know, they train with me every day. I smash them too.
I'm sure you do.
I keep smashing these guys every day, you know.
Well, hey, man, you got to keep it real, man.
For
sure.
They're nice guys, but if I don't train, man, they smash me. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I bet they're waiting for you to slip up so they can smash, right?
That's why I try my best, bro.
Absolutely. Now, Bryce, what belt are you, and you know, how's your progression going, and where do you want to get to?
I'm a brown belt.
Okay.
I got my brown belt last year.
That's a very high level of jiu-jitsu for the people who don't know.
Yeah, I never thought I would. I thought maybe purple belt, and then when I first started, I said maybe a purple belt, and then that's it. But I never thought I'd get to brown belt. It's amazing. I'm super happy. I'm not happy because guys try and smash you more, but my progression's been pretty good. I actually was a lot bigger before when I first started training. I'm down almost 50 pounds. So, and my goal is to get to a certain weight and start competing again. I competed twice last year. And I'd like to compete more next year. I got some stuff. I got to fix like my elbow and stuff, but after that, it's good to go. So, but progression's been great. It's amazing. My goal is obviously the black belt, and then from there, it's basically start learning again. It's all, you know, you start over again, and just to keep training until I die, never stop.
Absolutely, okay.
As long as I can move, I want to be able to train.
Well, see, that's part of the lifestyle, man, and that's nothing but positive. You know, it's healthy, it keeps you active, and, you know, like your daughter Yasmin said about diabetes, it's just, you know, just so healthy, you know, all the way around. And about what's your time frame? I know jiu-jitsu is a steady progress. People don't understand that, you know, you just can't get a black belt in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So to go from purple to brown, right? Okay, what was that like? And then how much more is that motivating you to go from brown to black?
So to put it in perspective, I got my blue belt. Maybe it was less than a year I got my blue belt. Blue belt's okay, you're okay. I think purple belt, like Cav was saying a long time ago, is that purple belt, you learn a lot of your stuff. You kind of figure out your game. From purple to brown, it took me about 3 years. And then at brown belt, you can still kind of tweak your stuff, but you have your game already that you're going to play.
Right.
But once you get the black belt, it's hard for you to change at that point. So it's developing good habits now.
Right.
You know, and then
as a progression.
As a progression. I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna get my black belt. I have no desire at this point. I had no desire to get my brown belt. He knows when. But I never had it's not that I didn't have a desire. I'd say it's not that I was expecting, I need this belt, I need this belt.
Absolutely.
I have to be at purple belt. I have to really, really grow into purple belt. And then you eventually grow out of purple belt.
Right.
And Cav thought I was ready to now I'm starting at brown belt. And
Absolutely.
it's, you know, it's steps now. So I definitely want a black belt, but I'm not, you know, my goal is to train every day, train hard, and have fun and make friends.
Let the chips fall where they
Wherever he tells me to do, I do.
Absolutely.
That's it.
All right, well, if you just joined us, you can tweet the show at ThinkTech HI. We are here with the legendary Caveirinha, 4th degree black belt, and the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, of course, trained underneath the Gracies, and Bryce Davis, brown belt, 8 years in the game himself, and black belt student George Gomez, the Octopus, getting ready to go head out and go to the what is it, the
American National.
American National, excuse me, I'm sorry about that, American National. So we're going to go on a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll be right here talking more with Caveirinha and the students. on the other side. Hawaii Sports Update.
Okay, I'm Jay Fidel, that's Ray Starling. We co-host a show called Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy, every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. It's really interesting. You know, Ray has a way of unzipping these guys. He asks them these questions and all this stuff tumbles out, and we find out stuff we would never know about without Ray's questions. Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome, Jay. I'm very pleased to be your Ed McMahon every Wednesday at 4 o'clock here on the internet. So you can join us and see what's happening in the energy world, and there is a lot going on. So join us every Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, come around, be energized, right here on ThinkTech. Aloha.
This is Alice Lee Hagan, host of ThinkTech Hawaii Business Education Spotlight. My show here at ThinkTech Hawaii is every Thursday from 3 to 4 in the afternoon. I bring in interesting guests from Hawaii, the mainland, and hopefully international guests in the future. Do join us on Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. ThinkTech Hawaii Business Education Spotlight. Aloha.
Welcome back to Hawaii Sports Update, and how embarrassing. We are here with Caveirinha, Bryce Davis, and Jordan Gomez. Okay. Man, if you had them 8 octopus arms, you could have just slapped me in the face, man, and said something. I wouldn't have taken it personal. I apologize, Jordan Gomez. But anyway, Jordan, tell us a little bit about your journey. How I know you said you came over from Kauai and that you were a purple belt. So tell us a little bit about the transition for you, both in jiu-jitsu and physically, mentally, to progress to get a black belt. To get a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu it's a journey. It's total dedication. So just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I started Jiu-Jitsu in Kauai, and I was training over there with this New Breed Academy, and I received my purple belt and decided I wanted to move. So I actually moved to LA for a little bit. Try it out.
Wrong move, huh?
Wrong move.
Yeah, but
went from jungle to concrete jungle.
Yeah,
but
that's my hometown, man, and that's why I'm over here.
Yeah, it was a cool experience, though. I stayed out there. I was did a little more Muay Thai and stuff out there, but
yeah,
couldn't really handle it, so moved back here. I was training in my garage for a while. Wanted to find a good school, and competed in some tournaments, and that's where I met the professor.
Okay.
And he told me come check out his school, and that's when I started. I did.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. From that time, you say that you knew he was going to take you to that next level. Like, tell us a little bit about your mind thought, your mind process. Did you have to just rearrange your thinking altogether, or were you halfway there? I mean, because a black belt in jiu-jitsu, man, I mean, that's an accomplishment, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to get a little bit about the mentality of maybe you're just messing around at purple belt level, and then, you got kicked up that extra notch.
Right. Yeah. I was always, I felt I always had decent jiu-jitsu. Everyone would always kind of praise me, like, oh, Jordan, he's so good, this and that. Right. So that kind of sunk in my head a little, where it shouldn't have. But if people keep pushing that upon you. Right. And then I entered Caveirinha school and realized that wasn't the deal. So I had so much more to learn. He had so much more to give to me. Right. That, and then he gave me my brown belt, and I just felt like I wasn't ready. You never feel like you are ready. Right. But he pushed that in my mind that he does that for a lot of motivation, So to get you to the next level. Right. If you're a brown belt now, you have to start competing and thinking as a brown belt. Right. Have that mindset. Okay, now it's time to step up my game. Right. So on and so forth. And then as I got my black belt, I didn't think I was gonna be a black belt anytime soon. Right. And then that happened, and same process. Okay, now you're black belt. Right. You have to step it up. Okay. You have to start training harder. Get that mindset that you're gonna be competing against people that have been black belts for 15 years. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're one day black belt and this guy's 20 years black belt. Right. You're gonna be in that same division, same bracket. So, that's where the whole mindset comes in, and having to push a little more.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. now, Caveirinha, for you, you know, as a I don't know if you say sensei, but instructor. What's the proper terminology?
Professor.
Professor?
People say professor,
Okay.
coach.
Okay, now, well, hold on. I'm about to learn a word in Portuguese real quick. How do you say professor in Portuguese?
Professor.
Oh, man, that's too easy.
Professor, always the same.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I won't forget that one.
You didn't need your pen for that one.
Now, Caveirinha, you as a professor.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you know, tell us about your process, you know, like when you see somebody, you know, like Jordan and like Bryce, and you know they have it inside them, you know. Tell us on your angle, like, I know this guy got it, you know, and how do you push them to get to that level?
Yeah, I teach Jiu-Jitsu almost 20 years, you know, 19 years. I know when the guy is gonna be tough guys, when guys go train for fun. I know. When the guy come to school like first 2 weeks, I know if the guy go training for a little while and stop, or if this guy he continue, he get his blue, purple, brown, and black. I know.
Okay.
I know because 17 years ago, I have an interview in Brazil in the magazine, right?
Right.
This magazine called the name Tatami.
Tatami, okay.
Yeah, magazine. And also I make merchandise for the magazine.
Nah,
okay?
no worries,
Okay.
man.
So,
no worries. Tatami, man.
Tatami.
Yeah.
and I say, oh, I feel Belo Horizonte, just the city, I open my school, right? Because I moved to Rio de Janeiro for open the school in Belo Horizonte, right?
Okay.
I say, oh, I feel in the future, maybe 10 years, 15 years, in Belo Horizonte have a tough guys here, like a UFC fighters, a lot black belt. The guys go teach the class outside Belo Horizonte, or the guys go teach the class in Europe, United States.
Right.
Man, plenty guys laugh. Plenty guys say, oh, these guys are crazy. Look, he said that, he said that.
Yeah.
15 years ago, I said that, right? 17 years ago.
Right.
What about now?
Right.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
You have Igor Araújo, he go compete next week, UFC. I stay with him.
Yeah, you got
Because I go compete American Nationals, and after I go coach him in the UFC, right?
Okay.
It's my black belt student.
Right.
Who's a lightweight champion?
Rafael dos Anjos.
Rafael dos Anjos, all right? He's my black belt student, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of, you know, things like that, you know? But when I said that 15 years ago, people just laugh. People, oh man, he's a crazy, look at that.
Right.
He say somebody else go fight UFC. Come on. You know what I
There
mean?
you go, right.
People think, oh, he's a crazy, but I have a vision.
Absolutely.
I mean, all the time I have a vision. I know United States, I know in Hawaii, you will have like maybe 2 more BJ Penns under my team.
Right.
I know that.
Right.
I have guys in my school. These guys now is a kids.
Yeah.
It's no adults.
Right.
It's a kids.
Right.
I know I go have maybe 2 kids. This guy's gonna be BJ Penn under my team in the future.
Absolutely. It just keeps
Yeah.
growing and starting at a
2050, right? I said that.
Yeah, okay.
Playing guys go laugh now and say he's a crazy.
Look right there in the camera and tell them.
Guys, listen to me, all right? We have 2 more BJ Penns soon.
You heard it.
Sorry,
right?
under Caveirinha Jiu-Jitsu Family.
There you go. Absolutely. 2 more BJ Penns coming out of the
Yeah,
Caveirinha.
you know, that's amazing, you know?
Absolutely. Well, you know, like I say, just, you know, it's amazing. You know, I know how hard it is, black belt and brown belt. Bryce, I mean, I know how much dedication it takes to get there. And, you know, that's an accomplishment within itself. But, you know, like I said, when you see that in these guys, and then you're able to bring that out, you know, that has to say something about, you know, him as an instructor, because, you know, obviously both you guys are very talented in your own right, but, you know, you sat here and you know, this is a man who got you to that level, and it has to be, you know, something right within there, and that's all a big, you know, part of the family, man, and, you know, that's something that you guys should never, ever, ever lose, and that's what I appreciate about the Caveirinha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu family, because, you know, even though I've just barely met you guys, and we went to a couple of parties and stuff at your gym, and that's exactly how you made me feel. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, No, okay. Now, before we get going, Bryce, you want to give a shout out to your kids or anything like that, man? Anybody special? Yeah, go ahead. Look right in that camera and say it, man.
Well, first shout outs to Cav for bringing really good jiu-jitsu to Hawaii. That's probably the first shout out. Second one's Jordan and everybody at the academy for great training, being great training partners. Of course, my kids, my wife's motivation. And probably the last shout outs to H&L Fight Shop where you can get all your gear. So come see me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, we're going to talk about donating some of that at the golf tournament, too.
Let's do it.
Jordan, go ahead, man. Look in there.
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Professor, and just everyone at Caveirinha Jiu-Jistsu Family. You guys really are my family, and I wouldn't want it in any other way. Thank you.
Absolutely. And Caveirinha, go ahead, man.
I mean, I'd just like to say thank you so much for inviting me one more time. I appreciate a lot all the time. You guys have a great work here, It's amazing. I have a lot of fun when I come here and talk to you guys and talk about my knowledge, about my BJJ lifestyle. I'd like just say thank you so much, you guys, for having me and my guys with you guys today.
Absolutely. And I would like to thank Jordan and Bryce and Caveirinha, of course, not only for what you brought to this show today, but what you guys bring to the community and the positivity that you have. And it's been my pleasure to have you on the show again.
Thank
Bryce,
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, PJ. Appreciate it,
All right.
brother.
And you know how we do it on the Hawaii Sports Up Day? Ahui ho.